Hello there, glowing green buddy. Can I, recast Speak with Dead and have us a chit-chat?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alright, friend. Yeah, I don't really care who you are right now. What were you doing here?
Enjoying party, drinking, talking.
Okay. Who else was here?
Politicians, minor nobles, fist officers, all sorts.
Okay. Fair. What did the boss want?
Information. Asked so many questions. Power structures in city. Weaknesses. Who he needed to control.
I see. All right. I think we get 2 more. What exactly were these people talking about?
Work. Counting house. Who controls what? Wanted names of senior staff. Families. Any scandals. Secrets.
All right. I think we can surmise who killed you. So tell us your story, buddy.
Sterlach. Senior clerk in counting house.
Good to know,
The
Sterlach.
spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Thanks for the info, bud. All right. Now, I was thinking I would take a short rest, and honestly, I should probably do that just because I have so many abilities that come back on a short rest.
Well, some rest's better than none.
So that's not like a super awesome hit point re-getty short rest, but we get all of our short rest abilities back, including, you know, Celeste's Bardic Inspirations and that sort of thing. Not her luck points, though. I maybe should have been a little more judicious with those, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I used them for good reason, hopefully. Working notebook used by a certain Chamberlain Dufay to plan Cazador's gatherings. I see. Master has ordered a special party, a final feast. Uh-huh. Great, awesome, amazing. Jar of blood. Hey, Starian, you want a jar of blood? God, between the piles of bottles of booze and all of the fancy pajamas we're finding, these people really do know how to throw a party. Oh, there's a dais. Oh, I don't know if we're ready to interact with a dais. I thought that was just a side closet. And this over here is not actually a door. This over here is a fancy lavish chair. Okay, fine. Giant rat, did you have anything? Giant rat? No. Interesting. Giant rat? No. Sanseverina? Oh, you had a note. Interesting. You've been invited to play at a party for the... Oh, Kalira. Kalira, you dumbass and/or evil person. One or the other of those. Just a blood and wine closet. And also... Hey. There's a get the hell out of here button. Hey, just for my own personal edification, where does this go? We could theoretically have gotten in here through some other means. Okay, so this is where this place goes, but how do we... Oh, button. Oh. Okay. Alright, so we're in a very fancy attic. Cool. Alright, are there any vampires in these caskets? Feel as though we've been, the very first vampire casket we came across had a vampire in it, and so now we're just looking all over the place. Oh. On your 13th birthday, you were summoned by Uncle Cazador. Old Drossel hitched the team to the best carriage. You were met by porters in a litter to take you to the Tsar Palace. Chamberlain was waiting to conduct you to the ballroom, and you... Oh. That didn't end well for you, did it? Well, okay. Not great. Seems a bad place. Oh, this is a very bad place. Also, that's an exceedingly fancy casket lid to just be here. I kind of had half a... Oh, hey. Plainly obvious button. Of course, by plainly obvious button, I mean, you know, a button that I, the player, had to discover by rotating the camera, but I think maybe there would have been a perception check there. So I was kind of thinking that I had sort of stumbled onto like a secret room where Cazador kept his real sarcophagus, and if we just go downstairs and kill him, he would poofy vanish up to here, and there would be a phase 2, but maybe we had circumvented the phase 2. Nope. Nope, it turns out this is just a weird fuck-off attic, but it's got another ladder. Hold on. Hold on. We're not entirely done yet? I think we might be entirely done. That box has nothing. Yeah, okay. Alright. There's a bed up here. Oh, there's a box up here. Is there a box up here so as to reward inquisitive players? Hey, hey! A box so as to reward inquisitive players. Specifically, with a pouch containing a silver key. I'll be having a silver key. A flute. Ooh. Oh, I'll have a flute. One never knows how valuable a flute might be. And 22 money, a trap disarm toolkit, and a potion of supreme healing. Okay then. The inquisitive player feels sufficiently rewarded. Oh. Okay, so this is an example of, like, this isn't super consequential or anything, and there have been bigger examples of this earlier in the game. This is an example of Baldur's Gate 3 really rewarding the player for poking their head into a corner, right? Like, even if you found... There's no guarantee that you find the little alcove in the ballroom, right? And if you don't find the little alcove in the ballroom, you don't find any of this. But if you find the little alcove in the ballroom, there's a ladder, and it goes, you know, it goes off screen. The game tells you, hey, by the way, you're going through a load zone, right? It tells you you don't have to do this. It tells you you're going through a load zone. So a player could be like, oh, that's the Skyrim door, right? That's the Skyrim door. I'll come back to that later. Maybe that was an alternative way in, which is kind of what I thought. I thought that was just a way that I could have snuck in a different way so as to circumvent the puzzle thing. Nope. Turns out, weird secret attic, where you learn some stuff. You learn that Cazador was a horribly abusive uncle hundreds of years ago. You learn that he's got slave cages and vampire caskets up the yin-yang. And for the player who only cares about the mechanics and doesn't give two fucks about the themes and the flavor text and the weird cameras glitching into bookshelves and whatnot. And you also get a little bit of money, which, okay, whatever, and a kick-ass potion, and a trap kit. Good shit. Good shit. And a key. God only knows what that silver key's gonna be good for. That could be, like, ultra important later. It's a good game. It's a good game that is well made. Also, where the hell am I going? Oh, right, over here. This thing right here. This thing right here matches the fancy sarcophagus we saw up in the double attic. So now I'm very scared. Now I'm concerned that maybe we actually missed something when we went there, and maybe I've just been, you know, crediting the game for foreshadowing, which would be funny. Anyway, Astarion, is it dais time?
You stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age. signs of things dragged onto it over the years, but it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Oh boy. Alright, well. Down we go. It'll be fine, unless, of course, it's not fine, in which case it won't actually be fine. Okay. There's an ancient sigil circle here. Yipes! Oh. Oh boy. Oh. Boys and berries. Okay. Well. Haha. Well, if I have Featherfall, we can just zoop boop down that away. It's not going to be plan A, though. Alright. Thanks. Alright. So you've got Entombing Clot, huh? What is that, How do we entombedly clot you? What's the,
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring.
Good. I've got one of them. Meh.
The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Gross. Alright, do you still have your Entomby thing? No. No, okay. Alright, fine. Oh, what's with the fancy skull? Oh, why do you have a fancy skull? Alright, it seems as though our friend Cazador here heard that the Satans and the devils and whatnot were going to make a pentagram their big fancy symbol, and he was like, well, yeah? Well, I'm going to make me a pentagon! No, but his little table here has 5 sides. What's the deal with your head, Velioth?
On the pillow rests a skull with a scroll clamped in its bony jaws.
Uh-huh.
The skull's empty eye sockets flare with an eldritch gleam.
Of course they do.
You feel invited somehow to witness the skull's memories. It seems urgent.
All right, sure. Yes. Skull memories. Let's do it.
This skull is all that remains of the vampire Velioth. He turned Cazador, gave him the gift, and then taught him the rules of vampiric existence.
Okay. Let's try a wisdom check. It's DC 15. Shadowheart, may I please have guidance so as to learn more of the lore of the Vampire Lord? Please? Thank you.
Velioth's first lesson is always to dominate. Allow none to be your equal.
It's a bad lesson, my
Velioth
guy.
recalls when Cazador reached out to a former friend. His punishment was to watch as Velioth drained his friend dry.
This seems like a lesson that's... Like, it seems like a lesson if you're trying to create a dude who will supplant you, right? If the first thing you teach this dude is that he has to be the most powerful, super awesome, in charge guy in the history of forever, well, he's going to eventually want to be the most powerful, superly in charge guy in the history of forever. Okay. All right. What's the second lesson? I only have like 2 inspirations. Yeah, okay, I don't get the second lesson.
You are distracted by an errant thought and lose the thread of Velioth's lesson. Velioth recalls when Cazador rebelled against him. Cazador suffered 11 years of impalement because he failed.
11 years, huh? That seems like a lot. Oh, they really should have. They really should have sent somebody wiser to do this, huh?
You let the shock of impalement allow your focus to waver, and Velioth's words drift away, lost in the mists of time. Velioth recalls Cazador, his lessons learned, killing him in the rite of perfect slaughter. How they both laughed.
Oh, okay, so
Velioth recalls Cazador boiling the flesh from his skull, and then, to mock him, clamping his schooling scroll in Velioth's jaws.
Awesome.
The skull's eyes flash a final time, and its jaws sag open. The scroll with all of Cazador's rituals is yours. Velioth is no more.
Excellent. Black Mass Scroll. Black Mass Scroll. We could deliver a massive spinning heel kick to the side of Johnny Gargano's head. All right. Foul rites and rituals detailing all the ways death can be turned to one's advantage, or just have some fun with it. There's the Rite of Perfect Slaughter, Liturgy of the Dead, Piteous Dead, Raven is Dead. The Rite of Profane Ascension will release you. Walk in the sun, suffer not from hunger. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lord of Hell. 7,000 souls. That's a lot of souls. That's a lot of souls. That's a significant number of souls. Like, thousands of them, huh? Maybe like 6,996? Many of the surnames would be familiar to a Baldurian, though some of those near the beginning are names families long disappeared. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Thousands of names. This couldn't be part of the ritual, could it?
Okay, Astarion, you've got a ritual that demands 7,000 souls for a thing that you know your boss is doing, and then you've got a list of 6,996 names. Do you think that maybe the ritual that requires 7,000 souls and the list of 6,996 names might have something to do with one another? Can't possibly be related. Okay. A letter to Mrel Alcum. Hey, I have a question, possibly related. Who the fuck is Mrel Alcum? You have reason to be proud of the expansion of the Okay. Fewer challenges from law enforcement. Enjoy your success while you can. You will be surpassed by my situation. I am on the verge of a long-planned transformation that entirely changes the... Okay, so wait. So this Mrel Alcum person is another aspiring vampire lord setting up stakes in Baldur's Gate. You know, putting up stakes. Get that? It's a vampire joke. So you're putting up stakes in Baldur's Gate, and Cazador just has to send a letter being like, oh, well, just so you know, I'm going through a massive ritual which will totally change the game. Don't want to give away the whole surprise, though. I don't very much like this Cazador. Oh, God. The power structure of Baldur's Gate. I believe the power structure of Baldur's Gate is, at present, this seat for rent, the brainwashed Duke of the Absolute or whatever, or perhaps his kid if he's already dead, whatever few members of the House of Lords or whatever you call it who didn't get slaughtered by this seat now vacant, something, person I murdered, person who died trying to kill me, and then me. I think that's about right. Cazador's thoughts and concerns about power structure at Baldur's Gate. Okay. Relate to the old problem of 9 fingers in the guild. New concerns about that upstart Gortash. Someone ought to do something about him. Brash new criminal kingpin known as the Stone Man. I think we took care of that problem. Yeah, we just solved all of Cazador's problems. Really. Yeah.
Guilds, nobles, politicians. If he controlled even a fraction of these, the city could be his, and no one would ever know.
You're saying that someone could infiltrate and assume power in Baldur's Gate against the will of the people and then turn the city into their whole personal playground? Well, Astarion, that would be an absolutely huge problem, wouldn't it? No one's ever thought of that. Whining children, are you behind this gate? Can I just ring this gate?
Just like the door to the ballroom upstairs, this door features no keyhole, but does have an indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the door opens, assailing you with pungent, musty air.
Hooray! Pungent, musty air. Yay! Alright. Oh, hi.
Approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Awesome. Hi there. Buddy, who are these people?
I don't even know what this prison is. He hid all of this from me. And the others.
Great.
If I had to guess, I'd say they're part of his ritual. But where in the hells do they come from?
You. I know you.
Uh-oh.
You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
Uh-oh.
You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Uh-oh.
Sebastian.
You remember me.
He's got the captions.
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
Probably not in the... Oh, boy.
It can't be.
Beneath the dirt and blood, you notice that every prisoner has a rune carved into their flesh.
I'm guessing that 6,991, 6,992, 6,993, 6,994. Yeah, Sebastian is probably like 4,209, but oh boy. So everybody's got runes.
So Cazador marked them too. Bound us all to his ritual. Gods. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, and brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
Mm-hmm. How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
Well, that's a good question. We could interject with a little bit of hope, but I feel like Seabass here deserves an answer.
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone.
Mm-hmm.
You took them from me. You took everything from me.
Vampires. Okay. Celeste isn't really the intimidating type, although this is kind of true. So, like, anyway, we're getting you out of here, bud, to see the graves of your grandchildren? I don't know how helpful that might be, but I rolled a 28 in doing it.
Free. We'll never be free while that monster lives.
I've got
That's
good
why
news.
we're here. To destroy Cazador.
You can't. It's not possible.
We've got swords and gods and whatnot. Would you happen to know where the key is?
His staff. It controls everything.
Unfortunate.
But he never sets it down. You'll never get it.
Until after we murder him. Got it. All right. Where's dude?
The Grand Chamber. Just ahead. But even if you can kill him, what then? What happens to us?
We turn this place into a halfway house for reformed vampire spawn? I don't know. I'm not a social worker. We might have to have Astarion invent the concept of vampiric social work, and then he'll be a social worker. But, oh boy. Do you have thoughts on the subject?
I don't know. I just don't want to die down here. Please.
All right.
Whatever you do, just do it quickly. I can't go on waiting.
We'll be back. You have my word.
Oh boy. All right. Hey, would you believe it? Astarion's got an exclamation point above his head.
Gods above. He kept Sebastian.
Uh-huh.
I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys, they're here.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of people. This is kind of not helping, actually. This is kind of, yeah. No, he probably didn't do anything just based on the way Astarion was talking to me. I'm trying to find a thing here that isn't just mean to Astarion. Are you okay, bud?
I don't know anymore. I thought these people were drained and buried. They should be dead. There's only one reason they'd all still be here. He must need them for the ritual.
Uh-huh.
Each of the 7, we must have brought in 1,000 over the decades.
Well.
They're all lambs for his slaughter.
Uh-huh.
And if I was to take his place, they'd all die by my hand.
Oh, right, you did want to do that. Well.
Everyone, whoever trusted me enough to let down their guard, innocents, idiots, and the unlucky.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter. I will need to sacrifice them all if I want to perform the ritual.
Would need to sacrifice them all. There's another path, buddy. We could not do that.
What's the point? They're as good as dead.
Well,
I thought they were dead.
Are you dead?
If they are unleashed, they will cause incredible carnage. They will be ravenous.
Well...
They must die. Better they serve a purpose.
I don't... Okay, how much of Astarion getting out and getting better is Astarion getting a bug in his eye, though? I feel like I remember a conversation about how the only reason Astarion's able to walk in the sun and be better at shit is the fact that he has a bug in his eye, but also he oh boy, okay, he also got out. They'll hate, yeah, yeah, we could try holding him up as inspiration and ignore the whole bug in the eye part.
They're in a state far beyond anything that ever happened to me.
Oh.
Decades of hatred will have piled up inside of them.
And they did it for...
I can't even begin to imagine. We must find Cazador. This must end.
On that we are agreed, my guy. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. And hey, what's over here? Do we have a new crop of friends? Anyone over here want to... Oh, that's Sebastian. Okay. Well, anyone over here want to have a nice little chit-chat? Oh, this is where he kept the tiny children. Hi, children. Can't reach this. Awesome. Oh, this creature takes 20 radiant damage if it takes its... Oh, y'all are... You're being hurt by... Oh, Shadowheart, don't step closer to... Oh. We brought the light of Lathander. And it's emitting such bright radiant energy that it's hurting the vampire children. I shouldn't cackle about torturing the vampire children. This is a mean thing to do. Okay. I'm so glad we brought Shadowheart for this. We need to remember to reciprocate and bring Astarion for the Shar thing. I don't know if the Shar people are going to be as vulnerable to vampirism as the vampires are to radiance, but it's still funny. Oh hey. Oh my guy. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we got a big open boss fight pit. Great. Really looking forward to a big open boss fight pit. What was the construction of this place like? Like, how did you, Goddamn dwarves, Mike. Oh no. Oh, we got a lot of... Oh, hi. Alright, you're Aurelia, you're a sacrificial... Okay. There's a lot of creatures here, actually. Oh, hey, there's the chick what murdered Victoria. Okay.
I have worked too long on this ritual to have that brat spoil it.
Oh, are you mad about stuff? I'm sorry. You appeared in resist necrotic. Okay, so this is Cazador. He's a vampire. He's really good and strong, although perhaps not the wisest guy. You're alert, so you can't be surprised. Sad. +1 to spell save DC. You've got vampirism. Okay. You've got extra attack. You can take opportunity attacks. You really don't like the sun. And you're a vampire. Super. Well, okay, so radiant damage. Well, gee. If only I had brought, say, my cleric and my radiant striking warrior of some kind. Alright, so Kaz, do you just want to have a chat, or should we kick this off?
Who stands before us? Is this truly our prodigal son? Do not slouch before me, boy. Have you no respect for yourself? Look at you. Crawling back after abandoning your family. You should be begging our forgiveness.
Well, Celeste's whole thing has been to kind of, press when needed, but other than that, we step back and let people handle their shit.
Forgiveness? You've never forgiven anything. Every mistake, every slip was punished.
I strove for perfection in all things, even those as imperfect as you. A pity you amounted to so little, despite my efforts.
No! No. Fuck you. And fuck everything you've ever done to me!
Mm-hmm. I'm with him so far. We're on the same page.
They told me you had changed. I dared not believe it. Oh, thankless child. Did I not bless you with our immortal gift? Did I not make you what you are?
You son of a bitch.
Astarion, don't.
You truly forgot my power. You truly thought our bond as creator and creation was all that stopped you from killing me?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you are weak, my child. You are a small, pathetic little boy who never amounted to anything.
Oh boy.
But
wanna-
today, you will finally do something worthwhile. You will burn, and I will ascend.
Might be time to intervene, Celeste. Ah! Oh.
No!
Crap.
Stop him! Get me out of this!
Witness the birth of the Vampire Ascendant! Ecce Dominus!
Might want to stop that. Oh, boy. Hey, Mage Hand. I need you to grab this. Throw it this way. Throw it at Gale. Thank you!